What is up, guys? Papa Truth here, and welcome back to the channel. Today what you guys are getting is actually one of my favorite decks, if anything, the deck of my Lightsworns. This is I've had this deck since probably it dropped, and I just been working on it since then. And between this and the Little Yugi, the Shiny Sarcophagus deck, I've been using it a lot. This deck right here is not your normal Lightsworn deck. It's actually more of a pure version. I've actually done really well in my locals with it, and it catches people off guard, and in many ways you're going to see why, because it's more of a pure version, and I think you guys will really enjoy this. So let's get straight to it. It's a 45 card deck. First up, you got to play the MVP right here is Judgment Dragon. Judgment Dragon is Judgment Dragon. Pay a grand, blow up the whole board except for itself, and not once per turn. And I love it. Most people are playing one with one punishment, but like I said, it's more pure. I wanted to try playing two because I want it to be different. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I'm playing two punishment dragons, so 2 and 2 makes it much better for me. And I'm explaining to you why. After banishing 2 to summon Enlightenment, you know, I still have 2 recoveries. Now, Enlightenment can bring back the other 2, either special summoning and ignoring the summoning condition, or add it back to your hand. That's just more destruction and more interruptions for me, so why not? Can't go wrong with that, right? The fact that you can just keep looping everything with them, it makes it really good. So I like it so far, especially I want to be able to see him, like especially if I'm going first and I do the whole, you know, Athena Minerva play, and I have this, I want to be able to summon, and if I don't want to use the effect, I just overlay on it. But then if I have another one, I can use that effect with board established as well. I've done it, it's pretty cool. So I think 2 is right in this specific build, guys. Next up, you're playing Baby Judgment Dragon. 3 of them. This is Lightsworn Dragon Link, guys. This guy is what helps makes this deck run like fast too, really fast. So if you control Lightsworn in the graveyard, you can actually special summon this card. The moment he special summon, can be not normal summon. He could be normal summon, but not his effect doesn't trigger on normal summon. Triggers on special summon. You send a Lightsworn monster from your deck to your graveyard. So more than likely you'll be sending at least a wolf from your deck to your graveyard. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a dragon monster with 3,000 attack, 2,600 defense. Very precise, very specific, and that would be your punishment or your Judgment Dragon. So I kind of wish he wasn't once per turn on that part, but you know, he's broken, guys. He's broken. You got to play 3 of him. Next up, 1 Lumina. I'm just playing 1 Lumina because you don't really want to waste your normal summon on her anymore like that. No offense, Lumina, you just can't do it anymore. You can't afford it, because if the moment she gets stopped, you wasted your normal summon on it. So I think 1 is fine. You'll more than likely be special summoning her with other monster effects and be able to go off from there. But I personally like just playing 1. And then on top of that, she is a name. Most builds are not playing her. Then next up, you're playing 3 Raidens. A lot of people had dropped this card because of Dragon Link. I'm still playing 3. It's a name. It's a decent normal summon, level 4 tuner as well, and can be an issue sometimes, because you'll be able to summon him, and then even if they want to get rid of him, which I wouldn't understand why, you still have extenders, you know, to synchro or exceed with him, or even link with him. So I'm still playing 3. It's a good, to me, it's a better normal summon than Lumina. Next up, don't think I'm crazy, but I'm playing 3 Felices, and the reason why, it's because, like I told you before, it's more of a pure build. 3 Felice and 3 Wolves I'm playing. It's really because of Whis. Whis' effect, you know, you're stacking the deck, and you're gonna more than likely stack these, but it's also really, really good because I legitimately like how they can just, the way this deck is built, it just special summons like crazy out of this. So I personally think that 3 Wolves, 3 Felice is pretty, it's okay. I've never had any issues with it. Have they ever bricked in my hand? I'm gonna be completely honest with you, rarely, because you're more than likely gonna mill them or just get rid of them out of your hand. They're not bad in your hand if Okay, let me reword that. They're bad in your hand. They're terrible in your hand, but I've never had an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? I've still been able to establish board. You know what I'm saying? It's not dead to me half of the time, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because of I'm playing Twilight Lumina, so I can just banish her or banish him out of my hand to get something else or bring him back. But since I banished him for the cost and bring the same target I banished back, so that's what I'm saying. It really doesn't. It's bad in your hand, but if you don't have a way to get him out of it, then yeah, that's a problem. Then of course you're playing 3 of the new guy, Whis, the Lightsworn Archfiend. This guy's also Konami. I'm very disappointed. This card should have been at least a super rare, at least. But look out for us in the OTS. So this card is what helps you. Like I said, the Wolf and the Felice, stack them and you mill them, and it gets special summon. And he gets, so you reveal, stack Lightsworn on top of your deck, special summon it, mill the top 2. So guarantee what you put on top is what's coming out. And there's times when I stacked this, and then I milled another wolf or milled that and a Felice. So it's hilarious. It's a great former Dark World over here. Then I'm playing the one Gareth because with Whis you can actually you can actually special summon Gareth when you synchro summon into Athena Minerva. You'll send those 2, and Whis will trigger the special summon to Gareth, and that gives you an extensive amount of draw based on, you know, with Athena's effect and the other Lightsworn's effect. Then the one Baby Minerva is just, you know, if it goes to the graveyard from the deck, you mill, and it's a free mill, and it's also a name. Then, like I just mentioned before, I'm playing 2 Lumina Twilight Sworn Shaman, and then I'm also playing Raikou. This actually won me a game in a tournament. Shout out to Epps. Epps is like a pendulum god. Like if y'all ever in New York and you wanna go up against a pen god, that's the guy you go up against. We went around in game 3. Yeah, we were in game 3, and I thought I was gonna lose because I only had 1 card left in my deck, and he had 1 monster on the board. I don't remember I'm not a pen master, guys. I don't remember the pendulum, but it was a threat. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to win this, but forget it. I'm gonna draw my last card, and it was this. And this gave me the out. I already had 4 other monsters on the field, and this was my 5th one. And I activated the effect. I banished a monster from the grave to banish non-target a card on the field, and I got rid of it. And it was Judgment. It was Judgment Dragon, Krystia, Lumina. I don't remember if it was Twilight Lumina. So it was already 58, 68, 78, and then 79, 8,000. So I had Twilight Lumina. I hit him for exactly 8,000. He had 8,000 life points. I was stuck. I think I had like 500, 400 life points left, and this got me the game for exactly 8,000, and I won that game, that round actually. So shout outs to you, Epps. I'm sorry about that, man. Then I'm playing the one Photon Thrasher. Photon Thrasher is because if I draw Rhoda or if I draw this, you know, it's a free, first turn is a free summon. You know, Rhoda, you'll search this if you already have Radiant in the hand, so now it's already a Link 4, a Rank 4. A Link 4, a Synchro 4, a Synchro 8, or a Rank 4 right then and there. You know, it's just an extender, guys, that's all. Then I'm playing one Chaos Dragon Levineer, one of the Chaos Creator, and one Chaos Valkyrie. These, I'm gonna throw this in here too because I had already mentioned it. I'm playing one Krystia. This is the reason why I'm winning most of my duels, to be honest. And I want to throw a second Krystia in the deck. Guarantee I will be throwing a second Krystia. So if you guys have a second one, play it in here. You can special summon this card at least. You know, you have 4 different ways. 4 different ways. You have Chaos Levineer to bring it back. You have the Chaos Creator to bring it back if it's banished. And there's a rank 4. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna put it in the video over here, guys, somewhere. You know who it is. It's like you detach 2 special summon a monster from the graveyard defense mode, but you skip your main phase, or your main phase 1 or main phase 2. It was one of those. But you guys know exactly who it is, and that's one way to bring it out. I just have one somewhere. I can't find it. So That's your third way, and then the other way is vampire, zombie vampire. That's your. You have 4 different ways to summon this. So, and with Chaos Valkyrie, what's cool is that the moment she gets banished, so like if you banish her with Black Dragon, what was it? Collapse Serpent. She'll trigger when she gets banished, sending a monster from your deck to the grave. So you'll send Krystia and then revive it. Even though it says you can't activate the effect, she doesn't activate. She's dead. Nobody can special summon. So you have multiple ways in getting her out. Milling, you're more than likely gonna mill her, or you just send it with this or Foolish Burial and be able to go off from there. So that's like, this is like what's really been helping me. If you don't got the Imperm, I mean, I've gotten Imperm. I've lost a game with it because of Imperm, but this with your other monsters on the field, I'll show you an example later. It works out. It really does work out. Then I'm playing the 1-star Liege. I'm playing Diversity Dragon right here. 1-star Liege and Diversity Dragons. Star Liege is awesome now because you can actually like pitch one of these guys, or you can tribute one of these, tribute himself, and you'll just get you get a Dragon Link to your hand. So this is like a rota for that. So it helps out. So I say only play 1 duo, guys. I tried 2 and it's just like, nah, I'd rather just play 1, and it works out. Diversity Dragons is just Diversity Dragons. You gotta play it. And then one of my favorite cards in this deck, Electric Magnetic Turtle. Shout outs to Alexis. He was playing. We were in a tournament. He was playing Voiceless Voice, and he looked in my graveyard, and he called by the grave something completely different, but didn't call by the grave, and that cost him the game. He almost won. But when he went to attack, I just ended the battle phase. The moment I ended the battle phase, time was called and we ended up in a draw. So every time he sees this deck, he just hates this card. I've been winning duels helping with this card. Like, it works, bro. Tempai is still out there. This thing saves you. And then off to the spells, you're playing 1 Rota. Rota is Rota. You know, you search your Radiant, search your Photon Thrasher, your Gareth, whoever you want. Then you're playing 3 of the most beautiful QCRs I've seen. Is 3 Charger Light Brigades. Mill for cost, have to play 3. It's a pure Lightsworn deck. Even if you're playing the engine of Lightsworn, you should still be playing 3. It's not once per turn. Search any Lightsworn out the deck. So most of the time now I'm searching Whis or Dragon Link. Next card is 3 Solar Recharges, another card that should have been QCR. Konami, stop playing games, make this QCR, so I could put these away just like I put my first set charges away, secret charges. Again, not once per turn. Discard a Lightsworn, draw 2, mill 2. So it's you have to. This whole deck is pure. Then the 1 Foolish Burial, the 1 Chaos Space, and the last spell is March of the Brigade. Now, hear me out. Everybody knows what Foolish is. It belongs in here, and everybody knows what Chaos Space does. This card, though, actually helps out a lot. If you target a Lightsworn in your graveyard, and you return it back to your hand, but depending on the Lightsworn that you added back, you banish the top cards of your deck equal to that monster's level. So this actually helped me in the game, getting Dragon Link back from the graveyard. I was like, damn, my opponent went, we were back and forth, and I forgot what turn it was, but I needed extenders, so I realized I can just get this back to the hand, and then because it's a level 4, I'll just banish the top 4. The 4 that I banished 3 Lightsworns out of the 4, which helped me get punishment out, and I was able to go off from there. So so once you banish the 4, you extend, you special, you mill the Felice or the Wolf, which I milled the Felice and started going off from there, and I had the names for punishment already. So, you know, you just need 1. This card actually did help out though, so that's something I think I should take in consideration in playing. Then the last card is Lightsworn Aegis. Aegis is actually who, if it's sent from the deck to the grave, you reset it, so it's like guarantee and negates. I've ended the board with Athena Minerva. They interrupted me, so I couldn't do too much. I had Athena Minerva, Felice in defense mode, and Illumina in attack mode. I ended my turn with this face down. They didn't even know what this did. They just said, "Oh, it gets reset when it's in the grave." I said, "Yeah." They started going off, and I was playing against. Who was I going against? Oh my god, I forgot. I don't recall what I was. I think I was going up against a voiceless voice. It wasn't Alexis though, but I was able to negate. I had 3 targets to negate, so I was able to negate because I had 3 Lightsworns. So this card comes in clutch. Don't sleep on it, guys. So there you guys. That's 45 cards in this deck. So I like this. I think you guys should give it a shot. Let me show you guys the extra deck real quick. You're playing the 1 Enlightenment Dragon. Enlightenment Dragon actually really helps a lot. It really did help a lot. It does help a lot in many ways. People don't usually play it if they're playing Lightsworns, but trust me, it's funny. It works. It really does work, and it's awesome. You know, pay 2 grand, banish everything. Both graveyards and the board gets banished. So you like restarting the duel. So, and if he ever leaves the board, you're getting Judgment Dragon, Punishment Dragon either back to your hand or summon them. So I've won a few games because of him, and that's the reason why I'm playing 2 JDs, 2 punishments. So once I get him out, even if he gets sent back to the extra, you're not going to be able to recover the JD or punishment. So at least you have another set in the deck. Then off to the Synchros, playing 1 Athena Minerva. This card is bonkers. This and Dragon Link is just what makes this deck so crazy. You know, when she Synchro Summon, you send Lightsworns from your deck to the grave up to the number of Lightsworn materials you use for her. More than likely you'll be using 2. So you send Felice and Gareth, and then Whis will trigger special summoning Gareth. And when Gareth gets when Gareth is on the board and you activate a Lightsworn effect like Minerva's second effect by banishing up to 4 Lightsworn monsters, and you mill that many, this would trigger after. So like if you mill a Felice or Wolf, that would be chain link 1 because it's mandatory. Chain link 2, mill another 2, and then draw for every Lightsworn you mill. Then Wolf or Felice will come out, or maybe even both will come out. And then like if you still have if you still didn't do your Dragon Link play, you can go effect special because you control Lightsworns in the grave, and an effect to send Felice. That's gonna trigger Felice chain 1 and chain 2. This is not once per turn, so you consistently keep milling, and for every Lightsworn you mill, you draw. So there's times I've had like 8 cards in my hand. I replenished my whole hand, and it was insane. So that's what I like about her. She's awesome, and none of your cards can get banished. So if you have Enlightenment, none of your Lightsworns can get banished. So if your graveyard's full of Lightsworns, anything you control just cannot be banished. If you have Lightsworns on the board, they're not getting banished. So amazing. Next up, the 1 Michael and the 1 Omega. Michael is as a name, and you can get rid of a card on the field completely. Target, get rid of it completely. This is an Omni negate. Whatever you banish out of your opponent's hand, you're not gonna be able to activate it at all. It's an Omni to me. So you gotta wait until the next my next standby phase for that to even be coming back. And off to the Exceeds, you're playing the 1 Exceed Minerva the Exalted Lightsworn. Playing the 1 Dweller, the number 41, number 38 Titanic, number 90 Photon Lord, and you're playing Zombie Vampire. This was what I was telling you about, to bringing back Krystia if you end up milling it from there. And then the last Exceed I'm playing is AA Zeus. That Exceed I was telling you guys about, that special summons a monster from the graveyard, it's up again. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen and somewhere in this video so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I want to be able to put that in here as well. But as of right now, this is my Exceed lineup. It's not a bad lineup. I actually like it. I can't complain. It works out. This is stopping Nibiru, Dispel Negate. If you need to stall, you stall with these. It really works. It's hilarious sometimes. Then off to the links, you're playing the 1 SP Little Knight. This card dropped in price, guys. So I think it's 50 now. So if you need one, get one. It's getting reprinted or wait for the reprint, but definitely this. 1 IP Masquerade, 1 Crossout Sheep. This actually really helps with the Enlightenment Dragon. Dark Charmer. Dark Charmer is supposed to be actually Light Charmer, but I go back and forth a lot between Dark Charmer and Light Charmer, so it's either or, guys. And then last but not least, the goddess of all goddess, Appaloosa. Appaloosa has to be in here. The way that you spam the board, I've ended the board with Appaloosa and this on board with Krystia. It's very possible. Like, you know, if you do that, I've done it like this with, and then Leveneer will bring out that. So now you have interruptions. You have an interruption still, even though this is on board. One of my favorite boards that I actually did do that kind of was freaking awesome. So I had SP Little Knight here, and I had Enlightenment Dragon. I think it was right here. I had Enlightenment Dragon here, and then I actually summoned Leveneer. Oh, I'm gonna put over here so you guys can see, but it was in the far left corner. And then I brought Krystia back. So I ended my turn with that. So I had an interruption just in case. So like they try to get rid of my Krystia, so I was deactivated. I said chain 1. Chain deactivate, so I said chain 2, target banish. And then they still have to worry about this. So even I'm gonna stop whatever they're doing by paying the 2k and banishing everything. And then by the time they end their turn, these two knuckleheads come back. And now it's just night. Now you're in full control again. So it was actually really cool because this just keeps protecting the Krystia. Hilarious. So yeah, guys, there you guys have it. That is my Lightsworn, my pure Lightsworn deck profile. It's actually one of my favorite decks, guys. Like, this deck is it's so much fun to play. I think you guys should give it a shot if you're looking for a pure build, but also keeping up with the format a little bit and catching people off guard as well. So I really do hope you guys enjoy this. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you at the next video. Later.